Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Costanza, and if you're from England, you're legally required to mispronounce it. You've heard of weird stuff on YouTube and weird stuff on TikTok. Now get ready for weird stuff on Instagram. Commentary YouTube in a nutshell for you, that's it, that's all there is. Video essayists should be sentenced to death at once. Tradwife stands for traditional wife. It's a trend on the internet where 19-year-old boys fantasize about beating their wife. Okay, no, that's an exaggeration. It's actually meant to be a celebration of traditional femininity. You know, like women go in the kitchen, but unironically. But before we dive into this trend and I make you suffer with me, there's something that I actually want to say. A lot of posts on this trend seem to be about celebrating being a housewife and combating the narrative that being a stay-at-home mother is an easy life. That is actually incredibly based and 100% true. There is a pretty common idea in our society that being a stay-at-home parent is like somehow an easy life. Think just about how we speak about them, you know? Oh, she's just a housewife. She's just a stay-at-home mother. Like, just? Raising a human is just being a stay-at-home mother? As a feminist, I think this is stupid and frankly kind of sexist. Women do the lion's share of cooking, cleaning, laundry, ironing, child caring, and this work is completely taken for granted. It doesn't pay them a penny, it doesn't help their pension, it doesn't help their career, it doesn't help their credit score, it doesn't raise their social status, it doesn't really improve their material condition in any way. And this amount of completely unpaid and taken for granted labor is actually one of the first drivers of gender inequality. I'm gonna leave an article in the description in which Melinda Gates talks about exactly this. I'm also gonna leave the Wikipedia page for a feminist movement that tried to tackle this issue. It's called the Wages for Housework Movement, pretty self-explanatory, but if you want to read about that, you'll find everything in the description. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool that we can leave the house to work if we want. I'm not particularly fond of living in like the world of The Handmaid's Tale, thank you very much. But as a feminist and as a leftist, I believe that all labor should be compensated fairly, no matter how like traditionally feminine it's considered. Housewives are cool and badass, and it's completely underrated as a real job and as a real life decision. And that is a premise not just for this video, but for everything I ever say as a feminist. And honestly, it should be a premise for your life too. Let me know if you'd like a whole video about this idea. For now, let's make fun of some weirdos on the internet. Oh, this is fancy. All right. Yes. Hi, everyone. Look at who I have as a guest.
I'm great, thank you. I'm really excited to be here today. I really love that, there's a dress code.
Yes, when people have you as a guest at this point, it's just like, it's cow print.
I know.
Really.
I'm so flattered. You're making the effort to make me feel so welcome on your channel. So thank you for that.
Yeah. It's a shame we couldn't have the cow, but I mean, like, she's probably like on a protest or something like that.
She's so busy. She's actually canvassing right now. So sorry she couldn't be here.
Yeah, but like she's an icon. She's with us in
You've
spirit.
You've met her, so you can confirm that she's real.
Yeah, exactly. I can absolutely confirm that she's 100% a real cow that runs your channel. That is not a scam.
Yeah, let's put those rumors to rest.
Exactly. All right, so today I am going to show you a corner of the internet that is weird, which is all my channel. Like, that is the underlying plot of my channel. All right, so I saved a bunch of posts, and when you can't do it anymore, we stop. That is the idea. So traditional wife, or hashtag tradwife, is a corner of the internet in which like traditional gender roles are celebrated, like women belong in the kitchen, but unironically. A lot of it is just like vintage pictures with sentences on top of that. It's like, a girl learns to serve her man by serving her father. To which I would say, rest in peace, Sigmund Freud. You would have loved the internet.
Oh, he really would have, wouldn't he? That's one of the things I think I regret, is that he was born in the wrong century.
I thought you were just going to say he was born. A woman is designed to nurture her kids of her man. To nurture the kids of her man, gave birth by her. Jesus Christ. Household chores are her role and home is her space.
If they could make like a robot that just does everything that a trad wife does, I'm sure they would prefer that over an actual human woman who has thoughts and might say, no, actually, I don't want to do this.
I like how creepy the children are, like how badly cut out they are.
Always. The kids always be creepy, and her face is a bit creepy as well. Like the whole thing is very uncanny.
A wife must make the bed after she feeds her husband. And you can just picture the husband like a full-grown man on a stroll, just whining and crying.
Yeah, men can't make beds. They don't have hands.
There were harmony in families when it was patriarchal. Not a single verb is concordant with any single word. This is just an AI-generated tradwife post.
Yeah.
Washing and wiping the leftover dishes come under a housewife's duty. The cutlery shine from her wifely sincerity. This is just cosmopolitan from the 60s.
It's almost like an advert.
Yeah, right. Also, have you ever heard of a dishwasher?
Just for people, the traditionals watching, when we say dishwasher, we don't mean a woman. We mean like this machine that you put like the dishes in, then you press a button and it does it like a washing machine. It's quite handy.
Yeah. Half of these posts are like, a housewife is just a real job. Like we shouldn't shame women for being housewives, which I unironically agree with, like domestic labor. Like the leftists would say domestic labor is labor, and they would be correct. And then the other half is like, a man can never lower himself to do such a womanly thing as domestic labor. And it's like, you see, you did a thing there, So there's a crying girl with pink hair and an OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. Am I really worth only $9.99 a month? And then there's Jesus, like Chad Jesus, that says, no, I died for you. Go and sin no more. It's time to follow me. So this is a thing that exists. I'm happy to inform you that this is a thing that exists.
Okay, this made my brain do, the dial-up internet noise. It made me go. Did they not know that Jesus hung out with sex workers?
If you look like Chad Jesus, DM me, please. Men matures when he stops believing that politics solves his problem. And then there's 7 different trademarks, and it's deep fried, and there's a soldier in a church. This is so much. There's merchandise.
Of course.
There's
you gotta have shit merch.
I actually kind of want to watch the merch.
Do I?
Bibles and barbells. Traditionalism is the new counterculture, and then all of the picture is red, printed badly, and everyone has their eyes blacked out like they're in fucking witness protection.
Why is it a tank top?
You can have it in red too, so that you can like see even less of the printing.
I just honestly let me design these for you. I will do it for free. Oh my God, the one with the woman on, the cartoon woman.
#tradwife, because very little things say I am traditional, like a hashtag, which is a thing that was invented in the last 10 years. They partially cropped out the smoke from the graphic. Passion is my design. Only you can prevent communism.
And the CIA. Don't forget the CIA.
Equality is a false god, and there's a man kneeled in front of a woman with a sword. Now, if I wanted to interpret this in a kinky way, where would that bring me?
I was gonna say, unironically agree with this, but I don't think in the way they intended.
Christians have, let's get married, have children, and live for God's glory. Some porn addicted 30-year-old living in his parents' house, spending 15 hours a day. So, lol, you believe in Skydad? Pathetic. This is us. I'm not a porn addicted, but everything else applies.
I do find the phrase Sky Daddy a bit cringe. I don't know. I just feel like it's a very surface level criticism. It's like when, as you said, like when I was like 13 and decided I was an atheist, I was just like, oh my God, guys, God isn't real. I'm so smart.
I'm so smart. Did you go to what's it called in English? Like Sunday school, like that?
No, I didn't.
Because I was
No.
that edgy, stupid kid who was asking like, but why? Like, if God made light and then 2 days after he made the sun, like, how does that work? You know what I mean? The modern world has invented 1,000 useless luxuries and turned them into necessities. It has created 1,000 vicious appetites and satisfies none of them. It has dethroned God and set a shekel in his place.
With the McDonald's.
Also, Mark Twain was a socialist. Just so
I was gonna say, I'm like,
know.
I mean, it's kind of, this could be based.
I didn't realize Mark Twain was so based. I think he's my third favorite writer now, behind Tolkien and Evola. Oh, so the racist and the Nazi one. Okay, great. Love that for us. Imagine how persecuted you have to feel to make this meme.
Nobody said you didn't.
Nobody said you didn't, literally. Gendered. Look at the fucking king made a meme on Instagram. Look at the Instagram font.
Be a rebel, get married. Yeah, because it's so countercultural to get married. It's not like it's an institution that's protected by
Be a
law
rebel,
and
have kids. It's not like 4 women out of 5 will have kids. Some believe that you're giving away parts of your heart with every date that you go on. If you hold hands before you're married and then break off your engagement, then what? This post is trying to convince traditional wives that they have to go on a date before they get married.
In the caption, it says, if your boyfriend, fiance dated others before you, try to let it go with gracious thought. Life happens and not every relationship works out. If God wants us to get married, we will. I wonder if they believe this in the reverse. If like a woman has, for example, had sex before marriage, would she get that grace? Would she get that pass?
I have never been told by any female figure in my life that I should be a mom. I've been told to go to college, to wait to have kids, to go into this career or that career. Not once has someone ever suggested being a homemaker. Wait a second. You got told to wait to have kids. So it was taken for granted that you were gonna have kids.
We live in a society.
Can I put like the Joker filter on top of your face?
Please do.
Okay.
A generation who doesn't find life fulfillment in getting married or having children as it once did. They almost got it when they said we live in a society. We do be living in a society.
We do be living in a society. A society is being lived in by us.
Look at the text. They've put it over. Can you see that? It's not just me.
No, it's good. It's good. It's another level of graphic passion is my design. Making women the same as men is neither empowering women nor celebrating women. I know, right? Liberal feminism is terrible. God created man and woman for 2 different purposes. We are not the same. Although God does not favor one over the other, he did create a chain of authority. God does not prefer anybody, but it's only fair that the labor of men is compensated and they get a pension, and the labor of women is just taken for granted. It's just the way God wants. It's not because he hates you. It's just that like he's giving you a gift of having to work for free.
It's as if they don't understand how hierarchy works. By someone being in authority, that's automatically a power dynamic.
That's what authority means. That's literally like
that's literally what it means by definition.
The enemy knows a woman's power is in submission. If he can push her out of her proper order, he can steal her authority. These people have the same idea of submission that E.L. James does. Women do not belong in the workforce, they belong in the home. The workforce is not for women, nor does it benefit them. The feminine truth. And then it says, we belong at home. Like we're supposed to believe that this is not a 13-year-old boy laughing as the woman of his dreams. You know, it's going to be good when it's hard, when it's from femininity_rules. Hard pills liberal Americans have trouble swallowing. There are only 2 genders. One is the one at the front of the bike, and the other one is the one at the back of the bike.
They actually forgot the third gender, which is the bike.
The bike, exactly. Feminism is evil.
Facts. That's a fact. Feminism is evil. That's a fact.
So is communism. You want to know why should wives submit to their husbands?
Yes, I'd love to know.
He will trust you more. Let him take charge will show him you trust his judgment, and this ultimately will make you both happy, resulting in your marriage to blossom. In my experience, like if you always defer to someone else to make decisions, over time, that person's going to just kind of default to thinking that you can't make decisions for yourself. So he will trust you less. Is that just me?
It's not just you.
Like if someone always look at me to make the decisions, like at some point, like my natural reaction is going to be to make the decision and not even.
Whoa. You're using too much logic.
Okay. Okay.
Stop that.
Men are to be masculine protectors, leaders, and providers for their family. Do not settle for beta males who want the 50-50 modern relationship. You will realize most are atheists. And that itself is a major red flag. Don't threaten me with a good time. This is fucking weird. Stop it. They put like other races couples so that they can't be called racist. Like, this is still weird, my man. Like, why are you so adamant about interracial like this is, this is why I'm anti-racist, and not just because like I think it's wrong and all that, but also, bitch, I am not white enough to be white for this kind of people. I'm Italian, okay? It doesn't apply to me. This is like, look at this. This is what they mean when they say white. I do not look like that.
Well, that is why fascism is doomed to fail, because it relies on having an in-group and an out-group. And like with whiteness, for example, the parameters of whiteness have changed over the years. Like there was a time where being Irish didn't count as white, which is obviously absurd because like, look at me. No, look, they've done it again. Oh my God, but this is so like on the nose. Like, how is this allowed on Instagram? Mixing is racism? What the fuck?
Yeah, but yours is the appropriate reaction. My pronouns are wife and sandwich maker.
The attack helicopter joke, but tradwife edition.
Oh, fun fact. There's a lot of MLM bullshit in tradwife, because turns out when you expect people to do all of their labor for free and have no income, they're very vulnerable to, economic uncertainty.
Let your husband pick your friends. He is a better judge than you. That's an abusive relationship.
It sure as hell is.
If you haven't kept the home to an acceptable standard, full stop, don't be surprised when your husband cancels your plans.
Women are children, and it's completely normal that the person I am attracted to and regularly have sex with is seen by me as a child. That is a normal thing that normal people do.
Disobedient wives make unhappy homes. Weak men make disobedient wives.
That's going to be a no for me, dog. You know what? I think I've had enough of this bullshit. What about it?
Me too. I think I want to go and just take a hot shower and scream.
Can you tell the people where they can find? I mean, it's the Cows channel, but like,
I merely present, but the Cow writes and produced. It's Tara Mooney, spelled MOO, like kneecap. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I've got a podcast called Grazing Hell, and I'm on the internet. I'm a chronically online, as they say. Thank
you so much for being here and giving me an occasion to dress like in this cute cow print.
Thank you for having me.
This is so nice.
I was going to say this has been fun, but
this has been torture. But like, we suffer together.
At least I did it with you, so that was nice. That was the one nice part.
This is what I do with all my collabs. It's just like I torture someone for like an hour and a half, and at the end of it we feel like we've bonded over the drama of
it's almost as if you don't like your friends.
Yeah. I show affection via showing you terrible shit on the internet
and giving me brainworms,
so you can be just like me. I'll see you in the next one, folks. This is gonna take like a month to edit or some shit because I have so much footage, but it was so much fun. Thank you so much for being here again, and bye.
She wanted to say hi. She's trying to escape. I wanna. Hi. Please let me go. Ecco. Not on the cable. Thank you. No, get out. No, don't. No, wait. Oh. Okay, good job.